Hey guys, doing a quick video update on the car project here. These are the side pods I've been working on. Just some minor bracketry I've been adding to increase the stiffness. These panels would move, so I've added doublers, stiffeners, and just basically more metal in places where metal was flexing. And the reason why you want to do that is you don't want the stuff to move, because if it moves, it's going to crack. It's going to vibrate in those locations. Made this piece out of 100 thou 2024 T3. It was just bent up using the brake. I added a second piece of metal against the radius die to act as a shim to increase the radius close to approximately 3 times the thickness, which is a general rule of thumb if you want to bend high strength aluminum without it cracking in the radius. Another trick here, just came up with this. I'm sure this is nothing new, but I've taken just a kitchen spoon, cut the sides off, and that's my sealant trowel. One of my tricks, this is totally not by the book, but I've got a little container of soapy water over there. You lubricate the spoon, and then you just trowel that stuff in. Definitely not by the book, and recommend that you don't do that if you're working in a shop. Got another extrusion section ready to be primed up and fastened. I'll have some more tie-in brackets to connect all that. What I'm doing now is I'm actually pre-priming chunks of metal and basically making my brackets out of that stuff. And these are pretty much the end of the fabrication on this side. I got a few more items to deal with on the other side. Moving on to this, I unfortunately designed myself into a hole. I wanted to add this additional cross member here and that gusset on top. Problem being is that I didn't really give a lot of consideration about how I was going to fasten this stuff. Now, I've come into this situation many times before, and this is where it's really handy to use Cherry Max rivets, provided that you have the correct pulling head, which are available in offset and 90 degrees and straight and extended versions. So one of the issues I had was actually drilling those brackets off, so I've been using a pancake drill, which fits nicely in there. Unfortunately, I only have nominal size drill bits, which are 10, 30, 20, 40, etc. I don't have any of the oversized ones, which are 27, 16, and geez, I can't even remember the big one there. So what you want to do is you want to drill that out to your oversized fastener, and I only have these in oversized diameters. You can tell a cherry rivet, well, I can at least, from a mile away, because an oversized cherry rivet is going to have a silver driving collar or a driving washer on the top of it there. If it's a nominal one, that'll be gold or cadmium plated. So what I'm using here is the offset pulling head. I'm going to switch the air over here momentarily. So that's installed there, so I'll take out that pin, put in the new rivet. And one of the things we're going to look out for, and this was a warning given to me by one of the supervisors at a helicopter shop I worked at, is when you actuate the trigger, this draw bolt saddle or jaw saddle is going to move rearward. Now, you want to be careful, because when that moves rearward, you don't want it to collide into a section you just replaced or a section nearby that could be damaged. So we're going to do this in a couple of pulls, and we're going to make sure that doesn't move too far back and collide against this bulb section here. So I'll do this in a couple of pulls just to keep the stroke down to a minimum. There we go. So anyways, that's what I'm working on while I wait for that PET G to show up at the plastic dealership. And once that's arrived, I'll do another video of thermoforming that. Thanks for watching.